Well, we survived the storms, 6 hours of rain, thunder and lightning pounding the region until early morning today, giving us a taste of what others have had up in the north pretty much every day for the past couple of weeks. For those outside the city, it meant power cuts of up to 6 hours, and in the city, the usual spots for flooding, plus pretty much every soy was deluged. Roads are in many places damaged and in others now covered in sand, washed from fields and gardens and making them dangerous, especially for bikes who need to take extra care. In the city, if you did wade through water, well, much of it is contaminated as septic tanks overflow regularly during storms. A good wash is essential, but just as important, washing your shoes. Hotels can help you with that if you're a visitor. The storms have hit most of the country, with 2 fronts predicted to hit and remain here for the next 7 days. For the Gulf and our own ocean areas, it isn't an advisory but a serious warning to small boats to remain on the shoreline and swimmers to stick to pools. Reservoir management teams have seen their actions qualified too, as the past few weeks have seen them releasing more water to keep levels lower, and they're expected to fill to the brim again this weekend. In other news, yesterday saw 3 scammers sentenced to a combined 4,355 years in jail for their part in a fraudulent scheme selling weight loss products under the name of Wealth Ever. Of course, there will be an appeal, but the chances are that their days in the sunlight are at an end. It seems that they flogged supplements online to those desperate to be thin. Many, we're told, were not even registered or safe to sell in Thailand. Their services extended to many parts of life, including air travel, and they were responsible for some 800 people being stranded when they'd paid and then arrived at Bangkok airport to fly to Japan on a trip, only to find that there were no tickets or explanations. An 18-year-old Pattaya chambermaid has been arrested in the city after she claimed that she thought $200 that she found in a hotel room was meant as a tip. Far from it, says the Russian guest, who, for whatever reason, just left the cash lying around. Perhaps he was unaware that for her it represented over a month's wages. She's been charged with theft. DTAC phone users may see some hiccups at the weekend, as unless the mobile phone provider comes to terms with the Broadcasting Commission, some of their services are set to fail. It seems that their contract for frequencies used for some of their services has ended. The NBTC says that they gave them repeated warnings, and now we're told may well flick the switch. Apologies to all earlier in the week as we mentioned a brand new forum for expats and gave out the wrong web address. For those looking for a great place to meet expats, chat and discuss life here and in other countries, the address is www.thailand-247.com. That's Thailand-247.com. And with the Met Office promising highs today of around 30, dropping down to 26, and the guarantee of rain, that is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM, keeping you in touch with Thailand and of course Pattaya, the city, rather wet but of fun.